So I wrote a book called Nourishing Hope, and I really wrote it for both parents and practitioners. And it took me about 5 years to write. I started writing it for parents and what parents can do, but then I realized, there's so much information out there that says, oh, don't try diet might not work, that I really started getting into all the science and the background behind it and felt it was really important to create a book that would help both practitioners, doctors, and people that understood the science so that we could actually support the parents so that the parents could bring it into their pediatrician or could maybe give it to another family member that was more science-minded and understand scientifically why diet helps. So the first part of the book talks a lot about the biochemistry, everything from sulfation and methylation and some of Jill James's work, as well as how yeast and other toxins and the detoxification system are affected. Just some background so parents can get an idea and practitioners can really understand the foundation of why diet helps. And then I go into a lot of different supplements and nutrients that children are either commonly deficient in, or often benefit from adding into their program, as well as a variety of the different diets that are out there. And then the final section of the book is quite a large, probably the last half of the book, goes step by step into how to implement this diet for parents. And so I really created it so that parents that were brand new to diet, not only brand new to some of the, quote, autism diets, but might be new to diet and nutrition in general. Where do you start? What is diet? What is good nutrition? So in the book I really explain that to me diet's two things. One is taking out the problematic foods, so all the artificial ingredients, maybe gluten or casein or soy. But also, a lot of times what gets missed is good nutrition. And children with autism often have very limited diets, often are picky eaters and don't eat a lot of good nutrition. So I also talk about what is that good nutrition and how can we get that good nutrition into children that might have some anxiety around foods or particular food preferences and textures. So how to get this good nutrition into these children. And I really wanted to create it so somebody brand new that needed some help could pick it up. But I also had it edited by a woman who's been working with diet for a very long time, and she and I felt it was very important to add things in there for, what some people call non-responders, or people that have tried this diet for a long time and may not be seeing the results they want. So it was a lot of work to kind of create a balance to support a variety of different parent needs and get good information out there that they could actually start to implement and understand diet on their own. Because a lot of times there aren't a lot of people out there that they can go to, and parents tell me all the time that they're trying to figure this out for themselves. So I tried to create a guide that they could use to start to become their own diet detectives. They're with their children all day long. They know their children and their children's reactions and responses better than anybody else. And so who better than their mom and dad who feed them every day and see them every day to start to understand and make those connections. So I really tried to make it a guide and a tool for the parents to be able to use.
Now it's my pleasure to bring to you somebody who can help. The expert on this, which isn't me. Julie Matthews practices in San Francisco. Nourishing Hope is her book and her practice. She's been with us for going on 5 or 6 years now. She's an expert on how you match diet and foods to these metabolic problems, to these inflammatory problems, and to these food problems that I've been talking about and that Dr. Mumford's been talking about. So let's welcome Julie Matthews to the podium.
let's get right into it. The food that you feed your child can make a very big difference. And this is where all of you parents are empowered, because you know your children better than anyone. So during this part of the presentation, I'd love for you to put on your diet hat and get ready to see how you can support your children through this.